What is up, guys? How you guys been doing? It's your boy TBC, and I got a tweet not too long ago from this girl. I'm not gonna say names or anything like that, but she asked me blatantly. She says, I feel like she said she thinks I'm a Sonic fan, which I sort of am a Sonic fan. I grew out, I love the Hedgehog, but I still like playing as Sonic and playing Sonic games, etc. And she asked me what would it take, or the changes I would make to Sonic to make him more of a valuable character. And she basically says give my 2 cents and what I would do to change him and whatnot to make him a character that I would somewhat use, or other people would somewhat use. And I was like, okay, that's a good video. I was going to reply to, it was a good comment, or more or less good tweet. I was going to reply to it, but I said I will basically hit her back up with an actual video response so everyone can hear this message. And if you got any character you want to basically talk about that you think that I should discuss to make this character better, leave them in the comments, and I'd like to hear what you guys think and what you do to make Sonic better while I'm also at it. Now, first and foremost, let me looking at Sonic and think of his moveset and etc. Of course, we know that majority of Sonic's moves came from Sonic the Fighters, and we already have seen, which I did play through that. You totally check that out if you get a chance. I did every character, mind you, but continue. And a little bit of Sonic Battle. It's kind of a mixture of both worlds here, and they kind of freestyled with Sonic's moveset, etc. There were rumors going around saying for Smash Bros. Sonic was rushed. I don't really think necessarily that was true. Now, looking at the character and his moveset, Sonic makes sense. Of course, his spring would make sense, you know, for him to get back on the stage, he's recovering, etc. We saw in the trailer that he obviously has the spring back. We saw in the trailer that the majority of his moves have been sped up, which makes sense. Sonic is supposed to be fast. Sonic's never used his fist, mind you, hardly. He always uses his back or the spikes on his back. But majority of his moveset makes sense. A few things I would change about Sonic are, first and foremost, the homing attack, which we saw in the trailer. The homing attack needs a lot of work. The homing attack was not that good of a move, personally. Now, the homing attack did do somewhat decent to keep the enemies away, but it took so long to basically do. There was a lot of setup lag. Oh yeah, and by the way, with this series, I'm not going to talk about frames per data and stuff like that, because I know a lot of people who play Smash Brothers are not really into frames and negative on block and hit stun and stuff like that that typical other fighting games have that you got to be aware of. So I'm not really going to go into deep detail with that when I say that, but I will basically let you guys know I won't go deep within that in that discussion range, but I digress. Sonic could use a faster homing attack, would make Sonic more valuable to me as a player. A combo potential, I never really saw Smash Bros. As a combo fest. It's more of a know what to do at what time sort of game, so I won't say combos or anything like that. His aerial attack makes sense, the double sex kick, I believe. His back air makes sense. His recovery makes sense. There's not much I will really do to change him, but to give him more power. I really feel like Sonic was a very weak character. I don't really feel like his smash attacks were really too strong. I think the whole process with Sonic was basically say, okay, he can rank up damage, he's a good character. Sonic can rank up somewhat decent damage, but it involves doing your spin dash an awful lot. And I never really liked using the spin dash technique, to be honest, because it could easily be stopped with a projectile, with Link's arrow to the knee. Literally, I've really got shot by the arrow to the knee. Totally check out Link versus Sonic. You can literally see me get shot in the knee by an arrow and it stopped the move. A B move can stop a B move in that game, except Fox's laser and Falco's laser. But we'll talk about that some other time. But basically with Sonic, I would just say just make him speedier, make him a whole lot faster as a character. I'll probably continue to use Sonic if he was just a little bit more faster. If he actually had a legit spike, kind of like in Project M, I would totally adopt him as a character a little bit more. Sonic is very speedy, but being speed has nothing when your smash attacks come out on a very slow basis. If you block majority of Sonic's smash attacks, he is wide open. Now that's not to say that Sonic can't beat you. Sonic can beat people. Sonic is still very playable, still a very dangerous character. Like, I really feel like you gotta watch yourself around Sonic, because if a Sonic player can sneak up on you easily on a 1v1, yes, and a free-for-all, I would say not. I don't really think Sonic is that good of a character in a free-for-all, especially considering, now, you would think he would be, but last time I played with Sonic, I was at my friend's house. I played my friend, his brother, and his sister, and that's like the only game I actually lost was with Sonic, which is my fault, mind you, but still, that's like the only game I lost when I played with Sonic and Olimar, but it was mostly Sonic. My Olimar needs to seem to work. I got a pretty decent Olimar, but whatever. Yeah, work on Sonic's speed, and I would probably make him more of a valuable character. I just think Like every other aspect of Sonic makes sense. I wish you could somehow incorporate a projectile, but would Sonic ever use a projectile? I think not. But what do you guys think? I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. Thank you for that tweet. That was an amazing question. And if anybody else got any characters or anything like that you want me to talk about, or what changes you think that I feel like they should make on any character, or changes you guys think a character should have, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'm anxious to hear what you guys think. But that's my 2 cents on Sonic the Hedgehog for Smash Bros. 4. Later, guys. God bless. Peace. And thanks for watching. Later, the Banana Nation. Bye, guys.